I said this is as good as it's gonna get, dude.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back.
We're flying. It's fine. Everything's fine. 7-page papers down the drain. I got one thing left. I'm good. I've been sick all week. But you know what? Nothing that this bad boy can't fix.
Did you just crack open another one?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just do like the Monster Energy crack it open?
I gotta keep it real with the fans.
Funny. That's funny. Yeah, I so wish I had booze right now. Like just to real out. I hate like I'm technically done, but I've been like coding a website till like 1 a.m. for the last like 4 days. Like just wake up at like 8 a.m. 9 a.m. just to code to like midnight.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, because it's like this is the first time I have to do anything all semester. I have to know an entire curriculum worth of Python in 3 days.
Dude, you're so fucked.
I finished the project. I did it.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, but like I had to. So I made one version, and I looked at it. I was like, "This is fucking garbage." I could send you like a screenshot of it right now. It's fucking horrible.
I'm sure it's on levels with the high school class that we took.
Worse.
Okay.
Worse. I'm gonna put one in the Discord right now.
All right, let's check it out.
Dude, it's if the fucking Gaiazer decides to load.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible. And so this is the first iteration.
Okay.
And
for the listener,
it's rough.
it looks like those old forums that pedophiles used to use.
Yeah, it's an old early 2000s website. It's a pedophile website. And so I just took one look at it. I was like, I gotta throw this away. I can't. I had to start it over. And then it got good.
It got good?
To the point where like it had working features, but it became like spaghetti code. And I didn't know what was happening anymore because I was using ChatGPT to help write this code.
Oh, that's good. So you're just so far down the rabbit hole, there's no saving it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know how to explain this. I don't know what to do. So I had to scrap it and then do a third one. And then this third one, it's finished and it actually looks kind of good. But his fucking rubric is so goddamn non-specific, vague, non-answers. And like I don't graduate if I don't pass this class. Like I hate all of them. Like so I don't know. I don't know what he wants really. I don't know what is gonna fuck me. I don't know what is gonna make it good. But it's done. And so all I need to do is just make a little video of me using it, explaining it, and then
it should be good.
I'm good.
Yeah, it should.
And I'm never doing this again. Then I'm never. It's over. This chapter of my life is over.
I'm glad that this is that's it. Fucking.
Just 'cause like I can't. This is really like it was a maybe 2 nights ago there was a calm, like not even like anger, frustration. It was a calm like I hate this. Like I never want to do any of this ever again. Because this honestly I think is a good microcosm of how the real world for them is. Like they get a project that they have to fix or something, and then they get like a 3-month deadline.
Yeah.
And then they just beat meat until like 2-3 weeks before, and they like grind code till 1 a.m.
Fuck that.
This is the worst life.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing in the world. Like this is, and I don't even know what I was doing. I'm making a shitty HTML website. I'm using CSS code, like unironically, like HTML shit, and I'm losing my mind.
I remember doing that in high school and then just making like just the worst things and just having we had the same guy. He just looked at me and he was like, I'm just so disappointed in you.
Did he really say that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because I was one of those kids that like applied to be in the advanced class.
Yeah,
you know?
You went out of your way to be like, this is my dream. I want to do it.
Yeah.
Give me a chance. Put me in. They put you in. You just beat meat.
Oh yeah, just totally just dropped it. I just dropped a sack.
Yeah, just horrible.
Nah, that's alright. You fucking got it done.
Yeah, I got it done. If I don't graduate because of this, I'm scorched earth. I will destroy everyone.
Yeah, nah, you gotta go to admin. You gotta You gotta
right?
pull out all the cards. You gotta do everything right.
I'll destroy him.
Yeah.
I will destroy him.
Say he touched you.
Yeah, just in a completely virtual online class. Through office hours.
There's like
Zoom
virtual
call.
rape, right? Didn't they try and do that with VR chat?
Yeah.
Didn't they? That was a thing, right?
There was for sure, I think, like sex trafficking through VR chat, but somehow
that's crazy. Imagine
I
getting
think
on
they may have just made that up.
No, dude,
Yeah, for
imagine
sure.
getting on VR chat and being like, "All right, I'm selling ladies."
Yeah, just I'm selling ladies information. I'm selling everything about it.
Who wants to buy my ladies on VR chat?
Yeah, no, that'd be actually nuts. Like, there's like a black market to buy social security numbers and shit through VR chat.
You know, honestly, that's kind of cool. If they're doing that, kind of respect.
Through the Steam VR. But what's crazy is like all that stuff's monitored, which is like insane. I saw this article of these guys who were like they were insider trading, but like blatant. And so they were like, what if we just like do it through Xbox Live party chat? There's no way they're recording that, right? Like there's no way. Like Xbox like 2007, like not current Xbox, like they booted up the 360 for this.
Yeah.
And they got him.
They got him? What?
And they got him. So like that means that they have us and
they have everything, dude.
They have everything.
That's insane, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
They have dirt on everybody. They don't need to fucking Epstein anybody anymore. Our whole generation was on that shit, dude. You know what? You know the fucking shit that we said, dude.
The worst. I mean, I don't know when they started recording, but they are always doing it now.
Oh my god.
From at least like a year ago when I saw that article. Like,
oh my god, dude. I can only imagine if they get like the 2012 voice calls.
Yeah. Just boot it up. You want to run for president? Just pull you aside and like, all right, now you're gonna take these bribes and you're gonna not say anything on these issues, and we own you now.
That's awful. That's awful, dude. Fucking going off the rubric shit though. Fucking, I don't know if I told you about this past week. Been crushing Adderall to finish all of my assignments. It's just been, you eat breakfast, you pop an Adderall, and like you don't eat for the rest of the day. It's great. I look shredded.
I bet you clean cut steel.
It's great, dude. Fucking, but my dick does not work for shit. It is the tiniest peanut, just furthest into my body. It's so bad. Allegedly, I've been taking Adderall.
Is it illegal?
Nah, but I don't know. I'm fucking weirdos.
I think it's fine. We're fine. This is a comedy podcast.
Yeah, it's a comedy podcast. So one of these days, my buddy gave me like an extended release, and I like crushed it up wrong, because like if you crush them up, there's like beads. If you crush them up, it's like an instant release.
Yeah.
But I crushed it up wrong, so it still came in waves. And I took it like 3 hours before like I was supposed to present. It was last Monday, and I took it for this class. I was gonna watch a movie, and then do the presentation on another thing for the same class, right? So it's like a world cinema class. So I decided to watch Fantastic Planet. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like an old French.
No clue what that is.
It's like an old.
I thought you were gonna say Fantastic Mr. Fox. That was like, oh no, that's not.
All right, come on, I'm not that gay.
That's a great. What the fuck? That's a great movie.
The art style and that's pretty good. But anyway, so I watched Fantastic Planet. It's this like 70s French animated movie that's like psychedelic as fuck. And the guy, hold on, let me get the.
I'm on my phone looking at it right now. This looks crazy.
Dude, it's awesome.
Like fish people? Like,
yeah.
What?
No, there's like blue people that are like naked and they got boobies, and they like they're like the drags, and they're in charge of the ohms, and the ohms are like people. And they're like the people are like animals in their eyes because they're like super high beings, and the guy that did the soundtrack for this movie was crazy. And the reason I mentioned it is because our other buddy sent that to me. The guy's name is Alain Gorgue. I don't know how to fucking say French shit. But there's like so many underground rap and then like modern hip hop that like sampled this soundtrack. It's fucking nuts, dude. Like if you ever get a chance to check it out, it's only like an hour.
No, yeah, I'm looking at the Google Images, just scrolling, and like I've seen
Like clips
still
of it.
images from this movie. Before,
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
past.
Dude, it's fucking like they were on some like fucking crazy acid when they made that shit.
No, this is like, this is just my opinion, but I think that like just when it comes to aesthetically visual art, for some reason, I don't know if it's like the language, but like France knows how to do it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they're just, well, I feel like Paris is, I mean, it's kind of in dire straits at the moment, but I feel like Paris is a pretty beautiful city. I feel like they make a lot of good, like a lot of nice philosophy. Literature comes out of France.
That I
And
agree
you have,
with,
like,
yeah.
and then like cool movies come out of France. Like I don't know, I feel like there's some. I mean, there's definitely like
I mean, they're gay.
there's the
They're
whole
like French.
like Paris syndrome, like
What's that?
Well, it's the like it's this like fetishization of France to where you think like it's like the best place ever. Then you go over there and you're like, oh, this is dog shit. And it's like the the letdown. But that comes from somewhere. Like there's not a fucking Paris syndrome for Bolivia. You know, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't translate the same.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there's some kind of perfect Goldilocks situation that just makes really good media come out of there. Really good art come out of there.
I'm telling you, dude, if you ever get a chance, if anybody gets a chance, fucking check out that movie. It's crazy. The sound design is like insane. It's like vinyl. But anyway, so I watched this fucking movie for this project. I write like a whole presentation on it. And then I read the rubric, and it has to be a film from the last 15 years. And I'm like,
oh no.
I just wasted 2 hours racked out of my mind, allegedly, on Adderall. And like that moment of like, ah, fuck, man. Because I wanted to watch the movie anyway, but I could have watched it like not on Adderall. I could have watched it like sober, like, you know, on something else that would have made me appreciate it more.
Not in a stress-based situation.
Yeah, like a high tempo fucking lose my mind scenario. So I ended up just scrapping it and doing it on All Quiet in the Western Front, and it went fine. We everyone got like the full amount of points for the presentation, but like in the class though, like other people are using films not from the last 15 years. So I was like, what the fuck? And like she seemed fine, like my bitch teacher seemed fine with it, and I was like, all right. So I double wasted my time because I could have just used the first
did what
one.
you wanted to do. And so look at us, dude, just fear-based decisions, just leading us to nowhere.
Oh, I know, dude. I went to nah, I can't say that on this. That'll out it.
You said I went to the beach, dude. I went to book club. I went to AA.
I should go to AA.
I don't know.
I drank every day last week.
You know, it's crazy. Like you said, like I called you, to tell you about like the speech thing that I got going on.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like I can't talk about it because it's so niche specific.
Yeah.
That it will out me. But it is. I'm basically Hillary Clinton now. Like, I'm getting paid to speak psyops.
That's so awesome.
It's insanity.
Like I'm in this truth.
I'm in this meeting with these people, and they're just saying the wildest stuff about like about like just what the whole thing's about, and like what the themes are, and what I could talk about, what other people are talking about, and
your experience.
Just like, dude, my experience and all of that,
and your fifis towards everything.
Fifis towards everything. Dude, I wish I could tell you.
Yeah.
I wish, but it's. I mean, I will tell you later, but it's bananas. It's truly. The fact is like it also makes it more fun because then I could just shitpost now. This is not serious to me anymore.
No.
This does not matter. Like here, I was thinking like, oh man, like they're gonna pay me. Like this has some kind of merit. But
yeah,
now,
it has
like,
weight to it. No.
This is just PSYOP Central. This is a show trial.
Like, this is equivalent of like a corporate gig for you right now.
This is 100%. I'm Adam saying we're doing a corporate gig show trial. This does not matter. It's just I'm getting paid. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have free food.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a good time.
Well, that's good. At least they feed you. Yeah.
I always feed you. I went to the to a play, and the play was crazy.
No.
There was a scene with back shots.
There's a scene with back shots in the play.
Yeah.
Was it raw?
No, so
How'd they do it? How'd they do that?
Yeah, break down. How did they do that? So there was a scene where the play was also kind of crazy. The play had like very little dialogue. It was like miming.
Okay.
It was just you listening to ambient noise and people like just poke at each other and like make faces.
Mhm.
But there was one scene where like there was a man and a woman, and then the chick is standing, kind of almost giving like a silent monologue to the crowd, and then the dude kind of comes around her like prom holds embrace.
Whoa.
And then like kind of like kisses her neck a little bit, and then she's like, no, I can't stop. Like, no, please stop, but like with no words.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like do that thing where they just like go behind the curtain.
Ooh.
And then the chick is just like moaning loud, and then there's just loud like from behind the curtain, and then everyone in the audience is like, whoa. Whoa, that's crazy. That's insane. And then I'm just sitting there. I have to pee so bad.
Yeah.
And then I'm just thinking to myself, like, I can't leave because then I'm gonna miss the only redeeming part of this play.
The dilemma.
So I'm just like basically just trying my best not to piss myself in this theater. And it's just fucking crazy. It was fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really fascinating experience. Like, I'm honestly, it's honestly kind of a shame. Like, I recognize some people performing,
Mm-hmm.
which is wild. Like, now that I'm, like, it's only like now that I'm getting like locked in and entrenched in this server, and I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving, but it's fine. You know, I'll be back. If there's free stuff, because there's no like real verification.
I was
for
gonna
things.
say, yeah. There's no like sign in. They don't have
Free,
that.
like how there is a like in your server.
Yeah.
There
is.
none.
Yeah, there is. It's complete. It's locked down.
For here, it's very much like I walk in, and then I'm like, hello, and then they're like, hi, you here? And then I'm like, yep, and they give me the stuff. I sit down, it's free. It's nothing. Nothing. You know? I could fucking like I brought a backpack into the theater, like that fucking who's the dude who shot up the Dark Knight movie theater?
The hero.
No, the dude who shot up the Dark Knight, like
Yeah,
Batman
it
movie.
was a joke. I said the hero.
The hero. I'm sorry. Yeah, but the Aurora guy, he brought it. Like I remember, I went to go see the Minions or something, or Despicable Me 2 or 3, and I tried to bring a backpack in the theater.
No, they locked that down.
The incel was just like, no. And I'm like, you can search it. And he's like, no.
Oh my god.
You make me never want to come here ever again. Like, you're
fucking dreg. Absolute troll.
But no, I mean, I brought my backpack inside. I fucking. It was great.
Nice.
It was a great day.
That sounds positive, dude.
This is nothing, dude. There's been nothing other than that. Like I went to the casino, I gambled, and I won.
Yeah.
I went up to my machine.
Yep.
I put $20 in. It went down to 14. I was getting nervous.
Nah.
And then a family member sat down next to me, and then it went ding, 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 ding.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, we're back.
That eagle, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, the eagle gave me $30. And then I ate a pizza with my family.
Tremendous.
Some lady tried to steal a pizza.
What? From you?
Kind of. Yeah, so like
a slice,
there's not really tables.
Yeah.
There's just seats for the machines.
Yeah.
So like we bought this big pizza box, and like we didn't want to like there wasn't a whole lot of like room on the counter where the buttons are to put the box.
Yeah.
So it was like this kind of almost ashtray cylinder thing next to it.
Okay.
That we put the box on top of, and then the family member reached over to the box, and then she just sees this lady opening the pizza box, And then we're like surprised. We're like, what? And she's like, oh, I thought this was trash. And we're like, no, this is our food.
No.
And then the lady was kind of like, oh, like, can I please have this pizza? And then my family was like, sure. Like, if
No, dude.
you look hungry, because this is a person who like likely has a disease, like just an addiction to gambling,
Yeah.
and likely spent their food money on the Pokies. So, and there was only like one slice left, so it was okay.
That's alright. She got the cold slice.
It was warm. It was not cold.
Oh, fuck.
But it was still.
Should have threw it at her. Should have threw it on the ground and then be like, yeah, pick that up. That's yours now.
But no, but like just honestly, like, cause the food there isn't that bad, and especially like if you were to like get really drunk in there,
Yeah.
it'd be nice.
Oh, I've been really drunk in there.
Did you like get pizza and fries or something?
Nah, I'm too cheap.
It is overpriced, but if you're playing with not your money, like if you're buying it with the casino's
True.
money,
Yeah. Then
it's just winning.
yeah, I can see that. I mean, you texted me about that. I was like, yeah, that is our buddy's dream. Like, if just hit like a jackpot and then just go to like fucking whatever that burger place is in there and just fucking pig out.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like, I didn't. It's $30. Like, you didn't even have to win a jackpot. It's $30 and then now you have free food.
Yeah,
like,
but that's the whole thing. It's like you win the jackpot, $30 is fuck you money. Who gives a shit? You know.
I guess.
I have a yearning to return to the land.
Are we? I don't think so. I was the only one who won out of my family that was there, so they're all like, "We don't go back." I'm like,
yeah.
One family member in particular dragged us out
mentality.
there, and she was losing.
Yeah.
And so she made up some excuse of like, "My arm hurts. I'm tired. We should go." Oh, so we left early, but she didn't want to like say it's because she was losing.
Yeah.
Because then it's like she dragged us all the way out there, and it's like, now you're gonna be that guy now.
Yeah, you can't be that guy.
So we didn't do it. So we didn't stay. So I was the only one who won. So I think that everyone else they don't want to go back. But I'll go back. I'll bring $20 and then lose it and just hang out.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like at the end of all this, like, obviously I'm graduating. That's nothing new to the fucking people. I think a return trip. My mother's like, you want to party? You know, nah. Just give me a couple bills, dude. Let me turn that into a goose egg.
I read this Medium post called "Eulogy of a Gambler."
Oh boy.
The other night.
Here we go.
And it had an awesome line in it. And it was about this dude who his dad died. His dad really liked gambling.
Okay.
And his dad said, I came here. So the quote is, "I came here for about 2 weeks 48 years ago and never left." He once said about Las Vegas. And I think it's so the entire
That's
Medium
beautiful.
post. It's rarely well written, and like the dude is like giga based. Like he would just like he was banned from a lot of like Reno and stuff just because like they knew who he was and he would take a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
The type of dude to like bring $100,000 to sports betting and like win and stuff.
Nice.
That type of guy, but also like lose it heavy too. Like just really go through the highs and lows of that.
Those guys do that though. That's like you said, the life of a real gambler. Like, it's that.
Yeah, like just you're paying people off so they can make bets at places you're not allowed to anymore. But then like they just take the money that you won and never give it back to you.
Yeah.
Like that kind of life. But that to me is so frightening. Like to just like really get bit by that monster.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I ever get like a lot of money, it's for sure like that's a real threat, and I hope that doesn't happen. You know, 'cause got the bug, man.
Yeah, you just think that I can win it back. It's fine.
I got it.
I'm not meant to fall. Right? This is a Fian game.
The house does not always win.
The house. Who says I'm not the house?
I'm built like a house.
Yeah, I'm the house. Look at me.
Yeah, that's funny. Nah, our little fat buddy, he wants to go. I told him. I said once school's done, I'm down. It's not gonna be good, but like the whole idea is like that whole experience is I personally believe it's dictated completely on vibes. As soon as you're
100%.
negative, like it's over.
No, that's the thing too. Is like my family they were losing.
Yeah.
And one in particular was like, "Hey, why don't you play? Why don't you play?" And I was like, "Cause it's not time yet."
Yeah.
I was like, "Listen, I'm gonna play when I play. If you tell me to play now, it's putting $20 into a machine to get nothing.
Yeah.
This is I have a system here. Do not peer pressure me."
Yeah, it's all about feeling.
Winning. Yeah, I ended up winning, and they ended up losing. Like this is, I'm the chosen one, and you're not.
You guys suck at the Pokies. All right, that's your problem.
That's your problem.
I'm the king of the Pokies.
I'm the king of Pokies.
Yeah. I'm in a weird spot, dude. I kind of gotta like rip this shit. You know what I mean?
What? That's so vague.
Nah, on the lady frontier.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Well, just about like because mine returned from the deep dark.
I saw it, dude. I was elated.
Yeah,
I saw that
so,
and I got elated.
That was a bit out of context. I sent that just because it's a standalone funny, but
Yeah.
I sent her the picture of the pizza I sent you,
Nice.
and then she was like, that's what she responded to the pizza. But it's still like none of those words are in the Bible. Like you can't be talking like that.
No. Yeah.
But she's been. I've just been thinking like, cause to keep things in stasis in any part of your life, like keep things in some kind of limbo, is never really good.
No.
Like whatever you're doing, you should generally just kind of commit and just do it.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm either gonna just let this thing go if I don't want it, or
Yeah. Or rip it and like deal with the consequences of it.
and then be sad, cry,
Yeah. Lose everything.
lose everything.
Yeah, I'm in that spot too, because it's like this is the last week. I think I'm gonna be a dick and like pop it on her this week.
Oh my!
Just
You
be
gonna do it like? Does she have any like exams left?
Nah, she's got exam. I'm not gonna like break it off. No. I mean like.
Well, I figured you were
solidify it,
gonna
you know?
just. Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
the thing. That's a high pressure,
Yeah, it kind of is.
right? I mean that it's not necessarily like bad, but it takes her mind off of exams and onto something else.
That's true.
But then again, like
I
this
don't-
whole infantilization of women.
I was gonna say, dude, fucking they equal rights, equal fights, dude. Fucking you dump psyops on me all the time, dude. I still
Yeah.
gotta fucking do 7-page papers.
You can.
This bitch texts me at fucking 1 a.m., dude. I still gotta wake up and go to work.
You can take a side up or two. You can take it on the chin like a man. You got this.
Yeah. No, it's fear based though. It goes back to what you just said, fucking. Like, in every aspect of life right now, that's just what's happening. I'm just afraid, like a bitch.
Why? What's afraid of? What? Like what? You feel like is? I mean, if you don't want to mention this on the podcast, it's okay. But
With this chick, like, you know, I don't do this. You know, the listeners know I don't do this.
so,
You know?
yeah, we are against this.
We are against this as a people.
Stability,
Yeah.
community, healthy decision. We are
So,
against.
yeah, it's just that.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
just
like,
like, I don't know. Fucking. Sorry.
Is it just like a this is now different and that is just unnerving, or is it that like, or do you have a fear of a reality that comes with this? Like, is there some kind of thing at the end of this road that you're like, I don't want to?
I mean, yeah, I would say that I hyperfixate on the fact that most things are fickle, and they end.
And then in the end.
And so, you know, and that's been my experience with most of everything. So it's really hard to get like that buildup of like, all right, I know this is probably not gonna work out, but I'm gonna do it anyway, type shit.
Yeah.
But the problem is like
It's the action and not the outcome.
Yeah, exactly. Versus like the problem with that is like I've done that now consistently for like 3 years, and you know, my life has not really improved in the emotional maturity front. So
Yeah.
this is kind of, you know, this is kind of like the test, so to speak. God, Shiva is sending this my way again.
Shiva, I've been reading so much about Shiva lately. It's kind of
Enlighten us, please.
No. I can't. Well, okay. So I've I've been looking into like getting a sitar,
Okay.
cuz like
If you do,
so
that's sick.
yeah, so I've been looking into 2 instruments. The main one that I wanted is called the Rudravina,
What's
which
that?
is so that's like related to Shiva, and that's why I bring it up.
Okay.
Like, so it's the lore of it is like it's like Shiva's instrument. I think like it's like the king of all Venas, king of all Indian instruments. It's fucking massive, and
Okay.
you can't like just buy one. It has to be custom made to your body. Like you have to almost wear it.
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna send you a picture. Like, oh man, I can't do it through text. You delete the phone.
Yeah, I can turn it back on.
No, I just find one.
That's alright. I'll turn it back on.
But
Take like 30 seconds. We can bullshit. Is it like a wind instrument? Is it a stringed instrument?
It's like a sitar. It's like a string instrument, and they generally sound the same. The Rudravina probably has a much like more bass, deeper.
I was gonna say, does it have a bigger body? Obviously.
It's massive.
Yeah.
It's massive.
So
it's
more
heavy.
bass.
Too.
Yeah. It's like an Indian bass. That's kind of sick.
Well, so like there's a bass sitar. I looked into that too.
Okay.
Cause like
it's kind of gay. Bass is kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I don't think it's like bass in the sense of like it's like in that a guitar is bass. I think it's like it's just lower tone.
No, I know, but like in terms of like sonically, bass is kind of gay.
Why?
I like melody, man. I'm a melody whore.
Well, so that's the thing is like the whole like I've been like researching like Indian classical like music theory, and it's totally like not like Western. Like there is melody kind of, but it's more so like they have these things called shrutis, which is like the space above and below a note before it changes into another note, and then so like it's like an instrument of like measurement. So like they try to like measure and get like perfect pure pitch for each of these notes.
Yeah.
And like kind of have like resonance for these notes. And then it's kind of like so there you've probably seen it in the past or just at an Indian person's house, but there's like this statue of the dancing Shiva. And like that's supposed to represent like just the destruction and creation of the universe, but it's also like this universe is an expression of like primal rhythmic energy. And so it's like Shiva is kind of dancing through all things. He is the theater, he is the actor, he is the audience.
That's fucking sick.
It's dude, it's I'm butchering like this. It's so complex. I'm watering it down like so immensely. Like these, in order to like, it's not about producing songs or things like that. Like it's about using this instrument as a means of like genuinely like understanding and seeing the universe like as that.
Yeah, like as is.
Yeah. So like you kind of you play the instrument to enter like this meditative state to where like there's these things called like rags, which are like their versions of songs, I guess. And so what you get is like it's complete improv, but you have to operate within scales. So there's like there's rules, but you're free to operate within those rules. So you have to like learn how to just divinely improvise within these rules. Like each different gods have different rules, and certain times of day you'll play certain rags, certain holidays you play certain rags.
Yeah.
And so since this is all so crazy complicated, you like need a teacher. Like you can't just self-teach yourself. It's like you're not gonna ever do it right.
Yeah.
But and since you need have like a Rudravina be like custom made, I can't like, and it's like over $1,000. I'm gonna get like a shitty $300 sitar.
Yeah, fuck that.
And then if I like that, then I'm gonna buy a Rudravina.
Well, if you buy a sitar, we can start working on music for the show.
That's the thing.
Start jamming.
Okay. It will take years. That's the thing. It'll take years. It'll take 6 years with the teacher for me to get like medium % good at this. The sitar's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, you can't. It's not like a guitar where like theoretically, if you wanted to become a psycho, you could just practice guitar for like 8 hours a day. You could do that, like, but with a sitar, like physically, like the strings rip into your fingers.
Yeah.
Like it's you'll bleed. Like it's not meant for that.
I'm like looking at it too. Like some of these have frets, and then some of them don't.
What do you?
So
Are you looking at the root thing?
No, the sitar. So I'm just looking at sitars. Like, all right, most of these have frets, but I'm wondering if
the frets might be movable. They might be movable.
Ooh, yeah, this looks interesting. This is like a.
But, so it's so the sitar has maybe like 19 strings or something like that.
Yeah.
But, you only play like 4 or 5. The rest are just like complementary.
Yeah.
So it just looks scary, but it's not.
Nah, but like, yeah, that's cool because I imagine I know nothing about this, but usually that means if you're not playing those strings, they resonate with what notes you're playing, so they'll play like an octave or like they'll play
Yeah.
like a harmony.
Yeah, that's why you get like the boom, boom, like it's just the resonant complement sound.
Yeah,
Like
just once you play the other strings, they start vibrating too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I get why the fucking Beatles got into that shit.
Yeah, no, it's really like its music is not just for like, I mean it does sound nice if you like it, but like it's more meant to be like an instrument of like divinity.
Yeah.
It's in like there's a philosophy behind it. It's not really so much like I'm gonna make pop bangers, I'm gonna be Dua Lipa.
Well, I know like also just in general of that like Eastern style music, it's a lot of like they won't have like a lot of chord changes. It'll be like kind of what you said, where they'll be improvising over like a vamp. So they'll have just like one chord or even sometimes just a vamp over one note that drones on, and they'll improvise over that. And that's where you get that like weird like microtonal shit too that happens. Because they're not changing like the feel of the music. Like it doesn't feel like you're going somewhere, instead of just like kind of like a gradual, I don't know how to explain it in fucking for dumb terms.
Also, I think I spread misinformation on the podcast. I think that like, so there's a goddess named Saraswati. I think like she plays the Veena, but I think Shiva made the Rudra.
Is she hot?
She's Indian.
I mean, you know.
No, she actually, like, her lore is that she's supposed to be really hot. I think she's a cutie, but.
How do you spell that? I'm not gonna look it up right now. Definitely not.
Just sound it out. Saraswati.
Saraswati.
Yeah, she rides like a swan. She's like a river goddess. So she rides like a swan.
Nice.
And she plays the sitar.
Hey, she's kind of chubby.
They'll curse you. No, she's the goddess of like learning, like knowledge, art and music.
Nice.
That's like her thing. Kind of like a
she's like Indian Jimi Hendrix.
She is an Indian, yes.
Actually, hold on. Fucking look at this, dude. Hold on. I found a picture of Goddess Saraswati that looks like a Jimi fucking Hendrix cover.
Goddess Saraswati? What?
What?
Yeah, so she's like the wife of Brahma, I think, too.
Which one's Brahma? The cow?
No, Brahma's not the cow.
Brahma's not the cow?
No. I did see a chart, which is very interesting. I saw a chart of like the cow holding like all of the goddesses or something like that. And then like there was a goddess like named Lakshmi, who's like the wealth one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like in the cow's ass. which is just fucking crazy.
Dude, that's really funny considering. You know, I'm not gonna say, but that's really funny.
It is really fucking funny.
Alright, pause real quick. I gotta piss.
Yeah.
That's
I think
fat piss.
I think like Shiva plays the drums. Like Shiva is he's like a Navy SEAL dude. He has like a trident. And he plays the drums, I think.
That's sick.
It is sick, dude. The more like I do like the deep lore, like it's like we kind of grow up culturally. Like you only maybe hear about like Greek gods and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But their lore is interesting too, in some ways.
I mean, I think it's fascinating, but
yeah,
they're not big into sharing. And the only guys that come over here and share about that shit like end up fucking like the whole village. You know,
they bring everyone. You mean?
No, they come here, they start a cult, and they start fucking all the people.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it is.
Which is unfortunate because it's like there's lessons to be learned in that shit, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. it is very. There's a high barrier to entry. I feel like, not just from like. I mean, I haven't met anyone that is particularly like. I mean, other than children, just insecure children. That would feel like, oh, you're wearing my culture or whatever. But
yeah.
But there's just so much information that it could be hard to like. Where do I start? Because it's just like they. Like for example, if you want to like read a lot of like the philosophy and like literature, it's commentaries, and since it goes back like 5,000 years, it's commentary on commentary on commentary. Yeah. So it's like it's a rabbit hole.
It's too hard.
Dudes that just sat in a cave. Yeah, it is too hard.
Excuse me.
It's way too hard.
Someone's gotta do that. Someone's gonna get on YouTube and make like Hindu for dummies.
I feel like that would just do way more harm than good.
You think so?
But I know, because there's so much crazy stuff in here that like, like if you don't get it, because they'll do a lot of like what I said just a couple minutes ago about like the fucking thing in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think as part of like a cleansing thing, they might like not everyone, but certain people might like cleanse the house with like cow dung. So if you're just doing like blind faith stuff without understanding, I feel like pathogens and plagues could form. You know.
Excuse me. I just remember that I put that light in my room of the naked lady with the wine glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just switched it on and it made me giggle.
I bet.
Anyway, we were talking about Hindu gods.
Hindu gods and cow dung. No, I feel like because there's just like so it all starts with like the Vedas that were written thousands of years ago.
Okay.
And then like the Vedas have like sections, and so like the main philosophical part is like the Upanishads, which is mainly what people read, and that talks about like the metaphysics of like karma and reincarnation and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the other sections are just like rituals. So like, how do I burn this to please Shiva? How do I fucking do this to do that?
Yeah.
And so in those rituals, there's a lot of like, basically, early man stuff that I feel like. I mean, maybe it does like how the metaphysics of the world work, and that's just how things are.
Yeah.
But if not, I feel like to have a Hank Green spread it on the internet, it would be really bad.
Welcome back to Hank Green's Hindustan episode.
Yeah.
Today we're going over burning of the sacred cow shit. Now you're gonna want to do it with a butane Bic lighter, and it has to be within the first room of your house.
He just boils piss on a hot plate.
A fucking Bunsen burner.
Yeah, this is we call this frontier Hinduism. He's so funny.
Oh my god, that's the name of the episode right there, dude. Frontier Hinduism. I mean, realistically, that's kind of what we're about.
Yeah, no. Listen,
More or less, that is what we. That's
that's
kind of how we've been living.
That's how I've been living. Hinduism, honestly, to me, has the best, like, and like, here's the main problem with it is like, what it actually is rare. I feel like in general society. Like,
How do you mean?
It's so this is just from what I surmise. I've never been to India.
Okay.
But I feel like people are people no matter where you go.
Mm-hmm.
And so like in America, like you have like televangelists that will just like use religion to take your money.
Yep.
And I feel like, especially in just in a kind of a poor country like India, there's for sure going to be people that use religion to just take your money.
Of course.
And so like the all Hinduism is Hinduism is just a category of religions, because they just like from the beginning they were just like, listen, we're all going to the same place, whether you take a train or I take a bus, like we're all going to the same place. It doesn't matter. We all, the best we can do is just learn from each other.
Yeah.
That's why there's just infinite stuff. They didn't kill each other because they, because they drew Muhammad or whatever. They didn't spaz. And so, like, I feel like to find like a real, like to find like what it really is about, like just non-taking your money and like actually like seeking, like it's a religion of seekers. Like, let me just actually figure out what the demiurge is. Let me like how to conquer it. I feel like that's probably rare amongst the general populace, but I don't know. I've never been there, so I can't say.
You think you'll ever go?
I'll go, but like some people make like a pilgrimage out of it.
Yeah.
To me, it'd be like, it's like going to see the Bass Pro Pyramid. Like it's vacation. It's tourism. Like I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're not gonna go there and find like spiritual meaning.
No, if anything, that would be in like the Amazon. For me, Latin America has that.
I think I'm with you on that one.
It's either that or maybe like the American Southwest. One of those two. I feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like there is for sure, I think, like, I've heard lore that the earth has a kundalini.
Yeah.
And that one of the ends is like in the Himalayas, and that's why a lot of spiritual knowledge comes out of there. Just the energy is good there.
Yeah. I know the skit shit I follow, they say there's a portal there.
Yeah, which doesn't surprise me.
No.
I could believe that the Himalayas specifically have good vibes. But like I think like since they're like snow capped, like the Indian version of Shakespeare, he said that the Himalayas are like Shiva's teeth, and he's laughing or something like that.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only speak on my own personal experience, but I told you when I went to Arizona that first time, it was definitely like the Grand Canyon, like Sedona and everything. Like that was definitely something was going on. And I was only 16. I was kind of like a shithead. But we were doing stuff back then anyway. So my mind was kind of open. Excuse me, but it was definitely different. Like it felt like it, you know what I mean? Like not even like
I 100%.
Not even like put that on that or nothing, you know what I mean? But it felt like something was different down there. And even like looking out at that vast expanse, like I remember sitting there for like literally for like a half hour, like nobody's, like it was my whole family. They just let me sit there. They didn't even bother me. It was fucking, it was nuts, dude. And that fucking dude, I just remember that cancer chick. Fuck. Fuck, dude. I felt.
Honestly, you gave me an idea. You legit gave me an idea with this.
What's that?
But just that, like, for the places that I'm thinking about, like psychoactive plants grow in these areas.
No.
So you have psychedelic plants. You have like peyote in the desert. You have the Amazon juices. And there's allegedly stuff. Oh, this isn't alleged. I'm making this up. That the people who made the Vedas, they were tripping balls too. I think.
Yeah.
Like they trip balls and were big meditators. But no, I think that if there's probably something happening that causes those kinds of plants to grow in the area.
Yeah, like naturally to encourage the population a certain way.
Well, because I read a trip report once where a dude took Ibogaine
on tripreport.net.
Yeah, trip report. He said that he took the Ibogaine and then like he went into this like Matrix style white infinite room.
Okay.
And then this dude with a suit came and talked to him, and then he asked the guy in the suit like, "Who are you?" And he was like, "I reincarnated on this earth as a plant to help you. That's who I am."
Whoa.
Yeah. Which could be just nonsense.
Yeah.
But if that is true, and you can choose as a plant, you can choose to reincarnate as a plant for the purpose of being consumed by somebody, to like if that's just written, like that's just the timeline of your life to be eaten by this guy. It would only make sense that like a spiritually special place would grow something like that. Would be the ground for something like that.
Yeah, it's not gonna grow in the fucking dump.
No, in the Walmart Supercenter parking lot. That's just not gonna happen. We're just devoid of life and meaning.
No, it's gonna be in those remote places that are like special to humanity. Definitely.
Yeah, or just I don't know what like that like the astral realm or the spirit realm. I don't know what it looks like, and I don't know what makes some parts destroyed and barren and other parts, rich and untouched. But yeah, just certain places are better than others. I don't know why.
That's powerful. That's powerful, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that to me is frightening. Like to just like just that his realization came from just a heroin detox drug trip. But like that opens up a whole realm of possibility of like when you die you could just you'll be born for a couple years as like a plant to grow, to be harvested, to then help.
And that's your soul's way of learning that lesson.
Yeah, just that lesson, but also like your soul's way of just giving back.
Yeah. No, this has been plaguing my mind this week. I've had thoughts like this the whole week. Thinking about the after times. It's been prevalent. Excuse me. But that is crazy. That is crazy to think about. Just fucking. And then what after that? What's the next step after that? What's the next lesson?
I mean, I think it's like a cycle. I think that like there's a time period of like for existence, and then a time period for non-existence. And then it's just there is no like to place a judgment on the other is like human stuff.
Yeah.
One isn't better than the other. It just is.
Yeah, just yeah.
And so now we're in this time of existence where we like we be born, we go to the casino, we lose everything, we fucking freak out. And then we settle all our shit, and then we stop existing. And then when we get bored again, maybe? I don't know. We choose to exist again for whatever reason.
You choose to fucking... It's like that meme I sent you of Samsara.
Yeah.
Choose to suffer. Hit okay.
Yeah, you just... when you hit enlightenment, all the haters ain't got the balls to reincarnate.
That would be so sick if you die and like everyone that doesn't want to come back to Samsara is just pussy shit. And you're like, fuck it, I'll go back in.
Yeah. Ego, just like, and then from like the other side, they're just like, yeah, I knew he was a pussy.
Yeah.
I knew he would just, he would do it and not.
No, I'm saying the other way, dude. I'm saying the other way. You get out there and everybody's too scared to go back in. And you're like, fuck it, dude.
You go in alone, you mean?
Yeah. That's beast mode. That's beast. We fucking champion beast mode on this show. This is that. If that happens to me, you can bet your ass I'm coming back.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I mean,
If I get out there and everyone's pointing fingers at me like, haha, you fucking went back in, it's like, I'll go back in again. I don't care. We have forever to figure this out, dude.
like the deeper dives that I do is like there's two. I mean, there's multiple schools of thought, but like the big ones are like there's yoga, which is like detachment from everything, and then you burn away all your karma that brings you back, and then you can just basically annihilate yourself and meld into God, and then never come back. Because there's no you anymore. You're God. Or you have like the tantric people who have the tantric sex. Ooh. And then they're basically like, you guys are cringe. That is so cringe.
You guys are absorbing into the All-Father, dude? Fuck you. Yeah.
He's like, we figured out the rules of the universe, and you're going to absorb into the All-Father? You're cringe.
You're so cringe, dude.
So they just basically use the rules of the universe to just like fulfill desires. They're just like
I feel like my bloodline has done that.
For sure, all of it's cursed. We're cursed.
I'm just thinking I'm looking at the Virgin Mary right now, and I'm so disappointed in myself.
We're cursed. We're cursed. But not like they. So the rules for it are like. I think there's. I don't know if this is what they believe. This is what I think. I think that there's like good black magic.
Yeah.
And then there's bad.
Okay.
And then the bad is, I think, what has cursed my family and similarly yours. And the good is a lot harder to achieve. It's a lot harder to jack into that, but if you do it, there's not like downsides. To my knowledge.
You think so?
Well, so like I'm reading this book. It's called The Autobiography of a Yogi.
Okay.
And then he just talks about his life, and he talks about some of like the people he met who he claimed that they had the superpowers, and one of them he said was like super strength. Like this dude, he said he went into a room and this like old ass man just punched a brick wall and like the bricks broke. Allegedly.
Nice.
He said that there was this other one. He was like the perfume saint. You could just walk. He would hold out his palm and he'd be like, "Give me like a scent, like a flower," and then he'd be like roses, and then you'd smell roses from his hand, something like that. And I feel like those powers don't curse you, but there was but also there's like a whole timeline to things. So like he told this story. This sounds more like a parable, but like he told this story of like there was this Arab dude who was just like a regular guy who met this like saint. And the saint gave him powers to like if he just touched something, it would like disappear from the owner and then it would go like into his pocket. So he would like steal from people essentially. Like let's say he went into like you were a pawn shop. And he went inside and then he held up like a watch, and then he just put it down like he didn't buy it. He said, "I just want to look at it." He would walk out and then you'd find that your watch is gone somehow, and then he would just have a new watch. And so he would just abuse this. He would abuse the power. You'd fuck with people. And then the dude who wrote the book, he asked the teacher like, if he can like have whatever he wants, like why does he steal from poor people? Like, and then the teacher was like, it's just he has too much ego. He's drunk on the power. He should never have had it. And then the story finishes with like years later, the dude's walking down the street and sees this old man like limping. And then the old man's like, "Can you please like, I have this big gold bar. This is my life savings." I forget why he even asked or why he even talked to the dude, but the dude was like, "Hey, little man, let me hold that. Let me take a look at that, little man." And then he touches it, and then he like basically takes it. Like the lore is that there's like an astral spirit demon who like works for him and then takes the stuff Like he causes it to phase out of reality and then phase back into his reality or whatever.
Yeah.
But so then he asks the guy, or so he asks the guy to hold it, and then he just goes on his way. And then the old man, like he pretends to stop limping and like gets strong, and he's like, "You don't recognize me? I gave you your powers. I made you. You promised me that you weren't gonna use the fucking powers for evil. What the fuck is your problem?" And then so he took it away. He took away his blessing. And he said that the spirit is only ever gonna work for you to give you food and clothing, and that you now have an obligation. It's like if you don't pursue like higher spiritual, I guess, strides, there will be punishment. And then he was like, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry. But the point is that like, I think you have to be good to get the powers and have them not destroy you. I think, because I think that the guy who had the powers, I think like he burned a lot of bridges just because like he would steal from people.
Yeah.
No one liked him. It's a very winded story, but
nah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, man. Thank you for sharing with us.
Thank you for sharing.
X.com/Gash show. That's it.
Dude, no, we did it.
Good night.